Hello and welcome to another awesome lesson. You've probably heard about the rising and the falling prices of Bitcoin and potentially other cryptocurrencies as well. So this video won't just be about Bitcoin or the actual core, meaning the essence of it. It's about cryptocurrency in general, and you can apply it to other commodities and markets as well. But you might wonder, how is the actual price of Bitcoin determined? If it's not controlled by a central authority, so if there is no authority, if there is no central authority, then who is determining its value? And there is not one individual or one organization that determines its value. There really are, at the moment, three main things that determine its value. One is supply and demand, which is essentially Economics 101, the supply and demand. There is technology advancements, and I'll put advancements. I have spelled advancements. And the other one is, this is a pretty simple one, perception. So what do all of these mean? So the supply and demand is simple. More people that want it, higher the value. Simple as that. And if there's less people that want it, less people that want it, lower the value. And in terms of the supply side, more supply can fill higher demands. So if the demand is high, and this is applicable to any product, whether it's a currency, whether it's fruit and veg or computers, it doesn't matter. This is, again, Economics 101. So if the supply is steadily increasing and the demand is as well, then the actual price of it, the value of Bitcoin, won't really increase much, if at all. But if, let's say, the supply is increasing immensely, but the demand isn't increasing as much, or the demand isn't increasing at all, then the actual price will go down. So pretty basic stuff. If people want it, companies, or it's not a company, but it's like with a product, a company can charge more, the market will automatically shift and have a higher value. So what about technology advancement? Where does that come into all of this? So regarding technology advancements and how that works, so if it becomes more secure in terms of, let's say, the exchanges, this is technology advancements. If it becomes faster, if it is more widespread, so anything that improves the underlying tech, so anything that improves the underlying tech will increase its value. If something were to happen to the underlying tech that would make it worse, that would obviously decrease its value. So finally, what about perception? Perception is just that, what people think of it. If people like it, value will be higher. If people do not like it, then the value will be lower. It's the same with, let's say, a computer company. If you have two computer companies, one has high reputation, again, that's just, most of it will just be perception, but if they have high reputation, people will more likely be willing to pay more for their products. Whereas if they have terrible reputation, maybe partly of its part of the reputation has been earned in the form of maybe their customer service isn't very good, maybe the products aren't very good. The actual price of their products will have to be lower in terms of them to be able to sell any great quantity of it. And that's the same with cryptocurrency. The better perception equals higher price, and low perception equals lower price. And linked with perception, what, let's say, central authorities such as governments do in terms of regulations and laws. So if they were to ban it, that would obviously have a negative impact, and that all ties into perception as well. So these are the three main things that you have to think about when you're thinking about how to determine the price of a decentralized distributed currency. Is the supply and demand. Again, that's just economics 101. Technology advancements, that's a bit more specific. And perception, which is for the most part applicable to most things in life. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll be glad to help. And feel free to go through the video again. Check out any points that you may be unsure about. There's no shame in checking them out again. I do that all the time. I go through videos again and again. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next lesson.